feel like a G every time this intro comes on.
Me too.
I feel like I need a pimp walk into this piece every single time. I'm just like, it's just G music. How you doing, Toy?
I'm doing well. All is well.
Yes, y'all. This is a special episode, y'all. We have a panel. We have a straight up panel. Okay. So as we do our check-ins, we're going to go around and introduce everybody. So we're going to start with Rel. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Sandra L. Stevens, Washington, D.C. I'm not giving my age, so.
you gave all your government, though. You have to give your government. You have to give your government.
Can I use my stripper name?
Yeah. Use your stripper name. Use your stripper name.
Cocoa butter.
Caramel.
Okay. Go ahead.
This is D. Rose.
D. Rose.
Clever, hip hop artist, photographer,
6 letters.
videographer. 6 letters is not better. Y'all got the catchphrase. All right.
All right. So we are here today because we're talking about the business, that relationship business, the rules of engagement. So I'm part of this little group that's online on Facebook, and they were talking about a Michael Bazin question. And the question was, does the person you're dating fully meet your standards? Set yourself,
It's that liquor.
It's the liquor. I'm sorry. And we've been drinking, so please, we apologize, people. Okay.
Fix it, Jesus.
And she puts her hand on my back. Okay. Does the person you are dating fully meet your standards? Okay.
All right.
Toy, can you take that over?
Does the person you are dating fully meet the standards you set for yourself, or are you bending or lessening to be with the person?
Right. So that's what we're going to talk about today. That's why we have this panel. We have a very beautiful panel today. It's great. I can't wait for y'all to see these pictures because we have stars up in here. We do. But first, before we get into it, how you been, Toy?
Wonderful Wednesday.
Wonderful Wednesday.
Wonderful Wednesday.
How has your week been?
It's been good. Ready for vacay.
Ready for vacay.
Yeah.
How about y'all? How y'all been doing? How's your week going?
Great. Good. Still recovering from vacay.
Talk about
See, let's talk about it. Rel and Caramel. Was it Caramel?
Yes,
Caramel.
Oh, I like that.
Caramel are my wife's best friends. So, yes.
That's our
So-
buddy.
Yes. So they're here for Doc, representing my boo. But I love them. They're beautiful ladies. They're wonderful. I love them.
We love you too, man.
Yes. How about y'all? Aaron, D. Rose?
Just Drew.
Drew.
Let's go by that.
Drew.
Okay.
Everything good, hump day. Trying
Okay.
to get to the weekend.
Right.
Okay.
Same here, had some roller coasters up and down, but we smooth selling now, Got
Okay.
a mask up.
Okay, Drew, are you single?
I am.
You are?
Yeah, I'm single.
Y'all need to check out Drew. Drew about to be my baby daddy. Doc, can we please? We need some of Drew in our lives.
he you know who he looks like.
Chris Brown.
Yes. So I'm just,
You've been hearing that for years now. So you busy.
Can you sing?
Nah, no singing over here.
Okay, fine. All right.
Trying to
All
put
right.
you on
Ooh,
there.
it's hot in here.
All right, for first, we're going to start off with, what is it, settling?
Versus setting standards.
Yes. Okay, so, we don't have the definition. Do we have the definition on here?
You can pull it up on your phone.
Okay. Well, first, let's talk about, have you ever settled?
absolutely.
Okay. Well, how?
In some cases, when you're in your early 20s, I think that for a lot of women, you set this thing that, okay, by 30, I'm going to be married. So I can put up with this if I know I'm going to get, a wedding or something like that. And sometimes you settle because you just don't want to be by yourself. Mm-hmm. Once you get a little older, you pray you could be by yourself. There's certain things you're just not going to put up with. But, yeah, a lot of people do some settling, and you know it. They settle because the person is rich. They could be dumb as a box of rocks, but if they rich, yeah, we could settle for that. Just, keep spending that money. Or
Right.
you could, they could be old
Right.
and rich. You dealing with them old balls. What? I would never say, I probably settle for money, companionship, but on, I would usually set a standard with children. You just can't have too many. Your children depends on your age. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If you're 22 and you got 8, no, you just don't even believe in condoms. It's like, and also that means that you're not careful, and you don't, and that says something else about just like your whole makeup. You just loose. If you're loose like that with your sex and your health, you loose like that with a lot of stuff. You probably mess up my credit. Carrie.
Stripping name.
Caramel, what you say?
Settling versus setting standards. I never settled. That's one thing. Like I said, been married for 31 years. I never ever settled. I was always happy. However, I'm not the same person I was at 20, nor at 25, nor at 30, 35. Hell, I wasn't the same person I was yesterday.
Okay.
But as you progress through your life, you do set standards. Either you're going to treat me the way I deserve to be treated, or I'm out. And you know what? And I'll give you a pass. I'll give you one pass. Hey, things happen. But at some point, you need to set standards for yourself to make sure that you're happy. You need to treat me the way I deserve to be treated, because I'm going to do the same for you. But nothing is wrong with standards, because believe me, we all set standards, because you're not going to let somebody roll up on you with a fucked up grill. Sorry.
You're talking about beauty standards and looks. You know what I mean? But, definitely, do you have some deal breakers?
Oh,
Deal breakers.
there's definitely deal breakers, but I think as standards, as men and women, we both set standards. Because let's be clear, ladies. When you up in the club, you already setting our man up. He got his standards. What you see me looking like right now? No, player, I don't look like that in the morning. Because you got the makeup, you got the lashes, you got you got the heels on. Hey, I'm 4'9" on a good day. Right now, I'm 5'3". Right. But I think we all do a little bit of both. But it just depends on what your tolerances are in life.
All right. Fellas, tell us about it.
In regards to both standards and settling, or one aspect? What?
Or have you ever settled?
I mean, I think it's clear we all settle. I mean, life is growing phases. You live and you learn. You go through different phases in life. As she mentioned, and Drew and I had this talk just the other day, where we were as young men and how we think and move, we weren't the same. We don't think and operate the same as we are as little older men and so forth. So I'll speak for myself. Back in the days as a young man, I would deem, I guess, physicality and looks as priority. You know what I'm saying? She needs to have, a fat ass. Excuse my French. You know what I'm saying? She needs to have this, look like this. And, I was kind of big in appearance and stuff. She needs to have some fresh kicks or so, wear her hair like this, But as you get older, you go through relationships, experiences, you realize that you grow to a different level, so your standards do change, and, your mindset changes as you grow. So settling, yes, I mean, as y'all mentioned, y'all might settle for somebody that has money or so. We might settle for, quote unquote, that cougar. You know what I'm saying? She can provide,
Why you look at us?
No. I try not to look to my left because someone might try to throw a jab at me. But no offense, nothing like that. But I'm just saying, it's various things. Like, or let's say in the pleasure aspect, she's a young gunner, and that's all you about in your life. You don't want nothing more. You just want to have a good time and fun. So you'll settle for entertainment opposed to real stability of growing with someone.
But you won't take her nowhere to the Christian
right. Not to the corporate event, but late night crib or something.
But you won't take her home to mama either, though, will you?
Nah, she mama don't know she exists. You know what I'm saying? The homies know, but that's it. What you think, bro?
So I mean, yeah, you could set standards and settle at the same time. It's kind of unique. It just depends on your level and what you're looking for, right? So. You can do it in both aspects as well, setting your standards low and high, right? So a lot of people just look at, I'm going to set my standards high, but what about the people who have high standards, settle for whatever that case may be? I'm in the club. I see a nice little thing. I want that. I'm going to settle for that for this moment, right? But my standard's still high. So I think they can occur at the same time for sure.
Okay, bars.
So if you meet somebody in a club and you're saying, hey, you're just for the night, you are low standard because the bottles are popping. What if they want to be, your standard?
Well,
what if they thinking, oh no,
Depends. Everybody got their taste, right? So you look for particular things you can vibe with that individual with, right? So possibly, maybe they have potential and maybe they can grow to be to the standards that you want. And if not, then you just got to be honest. That's the biggest thing.
So sometimes we all wear these masks, and they might truly have potential, but we're so caught up and fixated on one aspect of what they can provide to us, we don't even entertain and give them an opportunity to see what else they have to offer. And I think that goes both ways. So let's say I'm a ball player. Oh, he's only known for hooping. Oh, he might be a meal ticket to blah, blah, blah. I didn't know that he was actually intelligent, that he graduated cum laude, and you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. But we all move in these stereotypes, and some are true, but most of us, we move in a certain way, and we deem that to be kind of the pinnacle of how we're going to move and react and stuff.
All right. Okay. Do you want to
get a
answer?
pass? You gotta
Oh, of course I have. You see my track record. I have most definitely settled. I have settled because of money. I have settled because I was just bored. I have settled because, shit, I was horny. I'm sorry.
Yeah, talk about it.
But, standards, I have them. I like to believe I do. My track record doesn't really say I do. But it is what it is. I'm very guilty of settling, but I'm very quick to get the hell out too. I know when I'm just done.
You got an exit strategy.
Right. My exit strategy is not a game. It's like, oh, I told you I was done. I'm done. Bye. Like I can't deal with it. So my subtle game has been a lot. Toy.
Yeah, I settled before. I guess money. Sex. I don't know. I went to college.
Those years.
Right.
She needs to eat.
Right. You have to have, everybody got to have a meal ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, that's
But you had
Free dinners, everything.
What are your absolute deal breakers? You won't even settle for it.
You cannot come to me with a whole bunch of kids. Okay. Remember that time we went to the place, the fish market, and the dude was talking to me, and I was digging him. I liked him for this 10 minutes, right?
How many kids did he have?
5. I said, I would like to thank you for this drink. I appreciate your time, but please lose my number. I liked him, but 5 kids?
Okay.
And he had a grandkid.
How many baby mamas?
It don't matter. I couldn't even hear.
Well, okay,
after
what if
that.
he was in a relationship 10
can't-
years and
I
5
can't-
kids?
I don't have any. I can't work
That's
with
your
your
standard.
5.
That's your standard.
I can't.
How about he had 5 kids, but they're all grown?
Because now they got grandkids and everything.
You just don't like kids.
No, it's not that I don't like kids.
Talk to her.
It's not that I don't like kids. I love kids. It's just that's a lot. That's a lot of personalities. That's too many.
Just not a starting 5.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I'm already the stepmom.
Somebody better
You
come
give
on
me a
this bench,
chance.
right?
Can't do it.
And what if she wanted to have one? Now you're 6.
Right.
Oh, I know a young lady.
Now we don't have no money.
I know a young lady that married somebody. He had 7. She ended up having the 8th. And I don't believe it's a coincidence that she got married a week before her 30th birthday. So we know about some settling. We know about some settling. And some of them vampire dates, like the fellas were talking about, they got to be out before dawn. They'll burn up in here. And back in the day, we're a little older. You ain't had no Uber and no stuff like that. Y'all lucky. You can call them an Uber. They don't even know it. Call you, girl. You look play with your life for 3 minutes. He's 3 minutes away. Get out of here. But no, you had to be a little more crafty with it. Oh, I got to work. You put on your whole uniform. You know you ain't got to work, but you gonna get that person out your house.
Bye.
So, right. Deal breaker.
Deal breaker? It would most definitely, if I were to meet somebody and there was a deal breaker, just a bum. I don't know.
Breath.
Smell is a deal breaker.
People
No,
can
you know what's a
brush
deal
their
breaker?
teeth.
You know what's so sad? Because I'm a lesbian, whatever it is what it is. My dirty fingernails. If I
Ooh.
talk to you and you have
Yeah.
dirty
Dirty
fingernails,
fingernails,
bye.
Yeah.
You're gross. You're disgusting. You don't even wash your hands. Like, I don't know what you do with your life, but that ain't nowhere going nowhere near me. You are gone, and I don't wish to talk to you.
What you do with your life? Because they didn't want to take
No.
But that's lesbian talk.
Right.
No, I'm with
This-
Carly on that.
Well, I'm
no,
asking-
because I'm
But,
dirty
but it
fingernails.
means a lot.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
That, and just that whole smell thing, just the whole just you have to present well. I like a person
Just
that
proper
present
hygiene.
Yes, present
hygiene.
well. Another deal breaker, if I met you and you just just have nothing going for yourself, you don't want to grow nothing, because I'm a very compromising person. I'm very compromising, but if you have nothing going for you, then I don't want it. I don't feel like dealing
You
with you and
shouldn't.
your mess.
If you don't have anything going for you, you shouldn't have time for sex.
Mhm.
You shouldn't. You don't. No.
We got some G's in the house. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But that's real.
Set some goals.
Look,
Real
that's,
is
that's
real.
the reward, huh? Dudes think the other way around.
But men have to have some deal breakers. What is the absolute deal breakers?
I guess it depends on what's her purpose, right?
She a felon. Is that a deal breaker?
Nah, when I say purpose, I mean if I'm looking for something, right? Because
Okay.
sometimes you might not be looking for nothing. You might just be out here having a little fun.
So a felon is okay.
Nah, well, possibly.
She done swiped your credit
gotta
card.
have
I mean, I can
She
elaborate.
got a fat ass though.
Right.
Your credit score went to zero.
Exactly.
I just got out. Yeah, she got that bubble though. You know what I'm saying? That cake. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still pressing charges.
Hey, real shit though. I got a felon though. That's
Hey, you know what? And when people make mistakes. People
No,
make
I'm
mistakes.
joking, I'm
but
joking,
and
I'm
I'm joking. I'm thinking like a hardcore.
I'm playing.
Like murder.
Are we saying standards as a wifey or
I'm
190?
just talking about.
You know
it
what I'm
doesn't-
saying?
it
That's a
doesn't-
difference.
You have
Doesn't matter.
certain standards that it doesn't matter if they were one night stand or wife.
well, obviously hygiene, right? That's just gross. You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
You ain't lying.
Somebody taller than you.
Nah, I love tall women.
Extremely.
Oh, tall women, yeah.
6'7" though.
Man,
Power
climb the
forward.
tree. Yeah. Yeah.
Wide shoulders. Brolic.
Oh, hey, shoulders
back.
might be.
She
it
trying
might
out
be
for the
turn off.
Raiders.
Shoulders might be the turn off.
Calf
Check
strong
the
as
apple,
hell,
check
yo.
the
She got hops.
Climb the tree.
You ain't lying.
Hey, she got to be sexy.
I guess men are different. Men are different. They don't have those deal breakers. So,
I mean, we got deal breakers. It just
everybody has
you know.
those regular deal breakers. Crackheads.
Right.
But
Right.
domestic violence.
But
those
that goes without being said, though, right? Because that say a lot about you. So who you deal with say a lot about you in return. If you dealing with a crackhead, then
But hey,
You know.
just be honest. Ain't nobody gonna come out and say, "Hey, I'm a crackhead."
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Should you
Yeah.
ever
That's
look
some.
and tell?
Or I'm
Is
an
that a
alky,
deal
right?
breaker? Is that a deal breaker? So let's say you're with somebody you didn't know. Next, you find out, they do coke on a daily basis.
No.
It's a deal breaker. A deal breaker for me.
Right.
You bringing heroin in the house?
Yeah.
You
No.
cracker?
No, all
I
that
would
stuff
say,
out the house.
I do got a faith with God, so an atheist would be a deal breaker. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go.
There you go.
Somebody,
Religion.
No, you
Ding,
know,
ding, ding.
like,
Good job.
There you go. There you go.
Shout
gotta
outs to
believe in
Tori.
black
What up, girl? See ya.
You gotta believe it's something.
Right.
You have to believe in the same thing. I have friends out there who got married to somebody who was a Wiccan. And and she was Christian. It did not work out. They ended up having kids together and everything. And it was just, it was a battle. So,
Wow.
But for me, that is a deal breaker. That's a major deal breaker. We have to believe in the same God. Like we got.
A quick question. Sorry to interject. Do y'all think that a relationship can work if both parties have different beliefs and views on, I guess, who their maker creator is? Like if there's a Hinduism and let's say a Christian or vice versa, do you think that relationship could be successful?
So on equally yoked? No.
I guess to a
No,
certain extent.
I definitely think so, because at the end of the day, you both believe in a higher power.
Right.
And I think that's
Okay.
the way the world operates. We all have different beliefs. We all believe in different gods, whether it's Buddhism, Hinduism,
Right.
whatever. We all believe in a higher power. As long as at some point you recognize there is a being higher than you,
Right.
we good.
But Christians are tough. Some Christians are like, by the blood of Jesus.
Right. but then that goes back to certain standards, right? So, like, if my standard, let's say I practice Judaism, you know what I'm saying, and she is a hardcore Christian per se, you know what I'm saying. I'm leaning strong to I think lifestyle, it might be lifestyle conflicts and differences. You know what I'm saying? I spend maybe majority of my time, praying and doing X, Y, and Z, and you're here and doing Y. Like, that could cause a lot of chaos and conflict. I mean, we don't see each other often, or maybe in my religion, we shouldn't, be sexually active or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on how far to the left or right they
Right,
are. In
the
their
extremes.
religion.
Okay.
The extremes,
Gotcha.
right. You know what I mean?
In the character of that person, right? Because that's just like if I'm a health buff and my significant other is not, it can still work, right? As long as they don't intervene on what I do and I don't intervene on what they do.
They're trying
They're
to
not
throw hot
forcing it on
Cheetos
you.
down your face.
Right? Take this
cake,
ice cream, baby. Eat the cake, anime. Talk about it.
I think so. But what do you all have in common? What do you all have in common? If you're a workout buff and she's not, if it's something where you're working out 3 times a day,
Is she eating fried chicken 3 times a day?
y'all are eventually probably going to go different ways. Because like, when do you spend time with her? If y'all worked out together, if y'all played a sport together, that really can.
That's ideal, though, right?
Yeah.
Life is real.
Yeah.
So ideally, we will want those things to occur like that, but it don't always happen like that, and we quote unquote compromise.
I was just about to say. So then that's when compromisation comes into place, right?
I would if I fell in love with somebody that was just didn't like to work out, didn't like to do anything, didn't care about their health, there would be some things we could compromise on, but we're going to go for a walk at some point. We're going to do something physical.
Now, what consistency level would you like? Let's say you're active 3-4 times a week and your partner is maybe once a month. How does that work for you, or is that a compromise?
Well, let's talk about being in shape and working out sometimes helps you with your attractiveness.
That's real.
You know what I mean? Somebody puts on weight because they're pregnant or something like that, that's totally different.
Right.
But if you just at home being a fat ass,
Talk about it.
now I done worked out and I'm trying to get the abs together, getting the
Right.
summer body cracking, and this it, bro? For real? But that's not, come on, try.
But I think that says
So
a
then
lot about that person.
Then that's
because
a standard, right? That's what you deem as, standard for you, right?
But you want somebody who's willing to work at, hey, I'm trying to keep it tight for you, baby. You want to make sure that person is at that level, because if you say, hey, I got you now, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna eat a bowl of ice cream every night. Come on, get in bed with me.
Yeah, right.
No, that's not attractive.
And then that might go to libido. That's a deal breaker for some people. If a person is just not is cool with having sex once every 3 weeks or
That's crazy.
once every 2 weeks, I'm asking for a friend. I mean, and then you're somebody that's like, hey, every time they stop at the shower, that can be a deal breaker for some couples. I know of that one. I know of that one. My thing is this: I think with women, if the money ain't right, it's nobody sexing around here. We're not screwing and lights flickering. Let's get our money together.
Because I think it's so mental for us. Yeah.
And that's
Very,
different
very
for me,
mental.
though. No.
Sex is not mental for
Talk
you?
about it, because we always hear that popular phrase.
see,
It's so mental. So let me hear your point of view.
Men
That's
say,
great.
oh, well, the money don't have nothing to do with this. This is gay and straight men. I've asked both. Money has nothing to do with sex. We doing it. I was like, wait a minute. You all just got them colored letters in the mail. Lights, car. Y'all hiding cars at auntie house. Are you telling me you feel sex? No.
See,
Hey, but hold on. There's moods, though, right? You know what I'm saying?
You said it's what?
I said there's moods. Yes, the circumstances, like, I can't afford to do much. But what is that? How does that play in perspective of a need being met? You know what I'm saying? Late night, you feeling some type of way. Both parties feel some type of way. Yes, the lights are flickering, but that could be a level of romance.
Flickering. Right. You got the candles lit at
Right. So now I'm a romantic. You know what I'm saying?
As long as sex is not one of the reasons we got here, because we're not focused. Right. You know what I mean? Right. Hey, some things happen. We got into a bad business deal, or maybe we loaned somebody some money and they didn't pay us back. That's fine. But after about a month, it's 2 of y'all, 2 working adults here, about a month and a half. If we are consistently broken, we can never do anything and we can never enjoy ourselves. And like I said, we ducking and hiding.
Right.
No.
So
It's gonna impact
let me ask you ladies something. if the initial attraction was physical and sexuality, can you grow out of that? If that was the initial meeting, like we had a high sex drive and we knew we wanted to, that's why we kind of pursued each other. Can y'all grow out of that into being something?
See, I don't think I could ever. I have to connect with someone on a mental level first before the physical comes into place. Because before you even step to me, I need to know what's going on in your mind. How are you? I need to have that connection. So before we can even get to that part, you got to get over this obstacle.
So let's say you got to that part. Can
Right.
it still go? Can it still go?
Yeah, we can still go. Hey, you ain't got to pay the bills. They turn the lights out, baby. Put some candles on. We good. Help me relax.
But let's be real. I mean, for the most part, when you meet someone, the eyes, you see them first. You know what I'm saying? So you see them, your eyes stimulate, you got your nerves and everything pulsating and stuff. You see attraction. So if I see a lady or something, I'm like, wow, she looks good to me. So before I be like, yo, does she have a degree? Is she smart? You know what I'm saying? I like what she got to offer. She's appealing to me. So before I get to know what her mindset is, I need to be physically attracted to her first, right? To a certain extent, right?
So, that's a given.
So you're asking, can that fall off over time?
I guess, like, let's say before you got to the mental level, y'all knew, like, you see a brother, you're like, man, this dude real, he look good, boy, chocolate thing, caramel thing, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Break him down.
Right. You know what I'm saying? And you really into him. He looks good. You're not even concerned yet what he drives, works. You just know he is appealing to you. You're enticed by him. So y'all get to talking and y'all go there. And y'all know the basis is, I want some of him, he wants some of me. So before you even cross over to, so outside of sex, what do we have? So if that was the foundation and the basis, can you grow out of that? Can you build onto something? Do you think it's possible?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. That's what I'm getting to.
You
All right.
done hit a lick.
You heard it, I hit a lick, huh?
That's one of the standards. Hey, that's one of the standards.
Hit a lick.
It's like, yeah. I met somebody, a lot of times you meet somebody, you might not be so attracted to them, and then you grow into something. That's a bonus to be attracted
that's
to them.
very true.
Yeah, what I mean? So they all right.
Hold on,
Yeah.
somebody a
But
little
then
confident over there. What's going on? Hold on.
I think,
Hold on now.
I think we've all met people who we're not exactly attracted to. It's something about them. I don't know what it is. It's something about them, and then after a while you're like, I can roll with this.
They're funny. They make
Yeah,
you laugh.
because if you funny, you can laugh the panties off.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like somebody
Kevin
funny.
Hart. Is it?
Right. If you make me laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's all in one motion.
Right. And then you're like,
exactly.
oh my God, he's smart.
He's smart. He's funny. The way he treats his mom and
Right.
his family.
Right. Very
What I mean?
important.
Those things can just start,
But in
adding
the
up.
beginning, though, couldn't that all just be a facade?
In regards to if he treat his family right?
No, from your perspective of this guy and how he makes you
just gonna
feel
have to
because
find
it's
out.
new. Exactly, right?
You just
So
gonna have to
Right.
find
But,
out.
but at the bar, I'm laughing. This
Right.
is funny. And then we continue to talk, and I'm like, dang, he is real funny. I like him. I like his personality. He ain't really easy on the eyes, but I like his personality. The next thing you know, I'm like, I love him.
Right. Sometimes it's not even about
She's
personality.
talking about her old past experience, by the way, guys. Let's not get it twisted. Put this disclosure out there.
I mean, like, have you dated somebody extremely unattractive?
I have dated
Hi,
somebody
my name-
extremely unattractive.
My name is Carly.
Now
and I'm so
define
guilty
dating.
of that.
Define dating, right?
Like, you go out somewhere. I mean, I've dated an ugly dude, but he was funny. He
Yes.
could dance. He was charismatic.
She could
Everybody loved him.
That's swag.
But
That's
what
everything.
degree
Definitely
of
wasn't
ugly?
me.
What degree of unattractive?
It was pretty bad.
It was
okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, hard to
do
look
you-
at.
do you-
Scared when you wake up.
Do y'all remember the
Nah.
guy in Harlem?
Embarrassed bringing it around in public. How about that?
Don't do it.
You remember the guy in Harlem Nights? He was Robin Givens' boyfriend from the South who came up to get a baby girl.
Yes.
I went that ugly before.
Biggie
but
Smalls,
did you
like-
actually date him though, like for an extended amount of time?
Like,
Some
yeah,
people-
define dating.
People,
What are you saying?
People saw him with me.
Oh, okay. I mean, was the sunlight out?
I'm like,
Because if it's dark outside, it's a different
don't
ball
count.
game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Late
No.
night creeping.
No, usually the late night creepers were people that I didn't even, because like I said, they were charismatic, so it's different.
Right.
Late night creepers, this is back in my 20s, so this is when we had two-way pagers type thing.
Oh.
This is, yeah.
Talk about it next time, church.
You go to the other room, call your beeper on the phone and be like, I got an emergency. You gotta go. Like back in the day, but no, there's some skeletons there. You know, they so old, they probably dead. But yeah, there's some people you just don't. Hey, look, I see you here. When you see me in public,
We don't know each other.
keep it
Right.
moving.
Right.
You know, make eye contact and roll.
I would
Right.
deny somebody in a heartbeat. I have never.
Because it's always somebody that you're not gonna count. I'm not counting you.
Amen.
Never happened.
What you mean counting?
Body count.
Hey.
Catch your body. That's what we're talking about.
Like, no, I didn't. I don't remember.
I feel you. Me too, though. I got a lot of them.
Right.
I don't count that.
You just don't count her.
You don't count that felon?
Because it was because it was one time, or
Right.
because nobody saw you with them.
You don't count them until your homies get into a little debacle and then they bring up your past. Like, hold on, man. Remember that joint last week you had? How you gonna say? You know what I'm saying? That's how that joint go right there.
Oh, see, but now you got all that stuff. You can just block people. You ain't got to count nobody.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? But, you know, at a certain point, you know what? I think as you get older, you don't want to have to block nobody. You don't want to have to not count anybody. It's not even worth it. Let's just keep it moving. Look,
Right.
I'm not going there.
Right.
So do you think there's a time when you, with your standards, do you think there's a time where you may settle or may lower your standards in life?
Oh, it definitely is, because over the last 30 years, you have certain standards. Like I said, I never settled because I was always happy. The attractiveness, everything made me laugh, had fun, whatever, outgoing. But at some point, when you're disloyal to me, okay,
That's real.
finances, kids, assets, I settled a little bit.
So then I get it. So it goes back to prioritizing your standards. You know what I'm saying?
Prioritizing.
You know,
And
what
the
is-
impact.
That's a good one.
But how do you still remain happy when you have to prioritize certain things that were number one at one point in time, and you have to deprioritize that thing?
But I think that's with maturity. Like I said, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, tell my age. But
Right.
but I think you determine in prior to, okay, who's at the top of the list today? Okay, finances, all bills are paid. My kids, what do they need? I wake up in the mornings, okay, what do they need? A, B, C, and D. They taken care of. I'm good. At that point, at some point, you do have to reprioritize. Okay, they're good. House is good. Finance is good. I'm reprioritizing myself now.
So let me interject. So then it comes to a play where I hear you. There's a level of security there, but is there happiness there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So can they coincide?
Oh, they
or,
definitely
or does
can.
one outweigh the other?
But I think it depends on that your significant other. Because as long as they're still treating you good, take care of you, it's all good. But if it's a mental abuse, or if you're not being taken care of mentally and it's wearing on you physically, it's
Right.
time to get out. You need to reprioritize. But hey, I can be happy. Hey, and I was happy. And the thing is, you need to make sure that, are you happy at this particular time, and that other people are not feeling your unhappiness. So you just got to reset, reprioritize, and just and make yourself happy. You got to refocus on yourself.
So elaborate on that. Other people feeling your happiness. Like, how does that play out?
If you're unhappy in a relationship, and if you have children, your children will know that.
That's real.
They will
Okay.
come to you and tell you, "No, Ma, I just want you to be happy. Do what
Right,
you need
right.
to do to be happy."
That's definitely real. We all experienced
and
that.
then at a certain-
in the same home family and broken families, you're like, you see so much arguing, fighting, bickering. You're like, I feel like it's better that y'all part ways for y'all own happiness, opposed of keeping it for us. You know what I'm saying? So,
We'll be fine.
right. So
But
I feel that.
Okay.
at a certain point, you have to be happy. Period. Just you. Without or with someone else, you have to
That's
be happy.
real. That's
Because
real.
if you're not happy, and I mean if you're not happy with what you look like, with your whatever it is, because I know somebody right now who is not a happy person but wants to be in a relationship, and the relationship's nice for a little while and then they go away, but that person doesn't understand you're not happy. It's something going on with you. It has nothing to do with these other dudes. They're completely different dudes.
Right. That's
It's,
real.
it is you. But yeah, and once you get to a certain place, there's a difference between like we were settled because we were loneliness. I was always used to having that phone call or, getting that male attention. At a certain point, you're okay with just being alone.
Because alone doesn't mean lonely.
No.
That's
no,
a favorite phrase,
it's
y'all.
like two totally different things.
It doesn't, because I think that I heard it all the time. Just being raised as the only child. I'm sorry, being raised as the only child. Just because I'm alone doesn't mean that I'm lonely.
Right.
Actually, I love my me time. I like being by myself a lot.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Right. I have a whole Sunday evening plan. I ain't gonna talk to nobody.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I do trips. I date myself. I do trips by myself. I think it's okay to be by yourself at times because
But-
you learn yourself.
When I was in my 20s, I would never go to lunch by myself.
Oh, please.
Or movies,
I'm
right?
there.
Right, no movies by
Right,
myself.
right, right.
God, that's
now,
happening.
now I can't wait to go. But I just hope that I
Yes.
don't end up in one of those theaters where people feel like, oh, well, we here together. No.
Yeah.
Let me hear this movie. And it's
Yeah.
usually them black movies, But yeah, a long time is critical, important to your mental health.
I believe that.
Now, loneliness, I felt that before too. And that's why you might settle to just have somebody in your space.
Right,
You know what I mean?
That's a
Right.
good point.
And literally, they're just in your space. You're
There you
watching
go.
TV, your favorite show. You just wanted somebody there, warm
Yeah.
body.
You don't like
But
them.
but that don't get on your nerves. It's like, ooh, why are you here?
That was in the 40s, yes. In the 20s, no.
I mean, I
Really?
think
Right here.
the duration, like, let's say the show is an hour long, like you can withstand that companionship for the moment, but after extended period of time, you're like, all right, it's getting late, you got to go, or whatever the case may be. Just to piggyback on one of the previous episodes and stuff, do y'all deem validation from others to be happiness, to contribute to your happiness, or higher or greater than you finding and seeking your own happiness? Like let's say for you, ma'am, your husband continues to validate yourself. Would you first be secure in yourself to find your own happiness, or his validation of telling you who you are to him is going to merit the level of happiness you have?
I think that's the difference between being single and being married. I don't need my husband to validate who I am.
Okay.
Because I do that for myself. And you got to love yourself so that you don't have to let somebody else validate. Because when you let someone else validate who you are, you become dependent upon their emotions and how you go about your day. Yes. And I've always told my children, you never let somebody validate your happiness. You define who you are by yourself. So as long as you can love yourself and be happy, that's the most important thing. Do I think that as young girls that they need someone to validate who they are by being with someone? I think that's what's going on with social media, because you see these young
Look at
girls
Instagram.
hugged up. Instagram, all you see is tits and ass, and to them that's how they're validated. If I got 10 people liking my photo, I'm validated. I'm good.
You're not lying.
You just and they say it's almost like a drug. It's almost like a little drug to get
it is
those.
so addictive,
to get those likes and stuff like that. But absolutely, because like I said, when I was in my 20s, it was getting to 30. Getting married would have been the ultimate validation, because basically it said, as effed up as I am, somebody chose me.
Absolutely.
And a lot of the weddings that we went to in our 25 and between 25 and 30 they were like adult proms. It was this big thing to say, look at me. And I remember some people getting married a week before they turned 30. I remember some people saying, and she was planning her wedding, and she said, well, I just need everybody to see us in the horse and buggy.
Oh.
And this dude had 7 kids, so there was no horse and buggy when the other baby mamas found out. And it was like, oh, I'm going to take him back to court this month since she want to get married. You know what I mean? And
everybody grow differently, right? Everybody's speed of growth is different. So we talk maturity, and the old saying goes, women mature faster than men. But at the end of the day, it's a level of awareness. So the decision-making process you make at particular ages, you might have, for instance, that marriage, that current awareness, that's what make you at that point. But then when you grow, you see all of the other things that you lacking. Right, so you lacking, you trying to catch up, and you can't because you got so much baggage. Right, so you want to do those things ahead of time, but
And that's the thing is if you want to see whether or not you need validation, here's the thing: if whatever it is that you want or pursue, if you could have it and nobody knew it existed, only you could see it. Let's say you bought the baddest pair of Gucci shoes ever in this world, but if nobody could ever see it and you could never wear them out in public, and would you still be happy with those shoes?
Now, are we saying the Gucci shoes, do they got to have the G's on the side or just the red and green? You know what I'm saying? Because that's a difference maker right there.
That is.
Right.
That's
Lord knows. You know what I'm saying? Are we promoting the label or are they just something slick with the premium leather up
some
there?
people
You know?
like the insignia all over whatever they got. I hate that.
And you know I don't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
See, you don't.
I'm not a billboard for nobody.
You like the bag. You actually like the bag.
Right.
And you ever been at the
Well,
airport?
hold on. That Damier Louis V bag. Let's talk about
okay,
that.
so, all right.
Let's talk about that checkered flag now.
There. That was in my closet for 6 months.
We talking months? We're talking
Because
months?
I was like, oh, I like it, but wait, not today. I like it, but not today. I didn't care who seen that. I liked it for me.
Then she likes that for her. But when
Right.
people say, you know what, I'm going to marry this person and we're going to elope and we'll let y'all know when we get back, they are in love with that person.
That's
but
right.
when this person
Right.
is doing a whole
So,
Yes, why did I
hold
do
on.
it?
Pinpoint. Let's go back to this. So a lot of us, well, I wouldn't say a lot of it. In this day and time, there is some insecurities within the relationship and marriages. They appear to be love, but truly they're looking for validation from the outside world, especially
Yes.
social media.
Yes. There you go.
If I
There you
don't
go.
post a status
Oh
saying
my
I'm in a
gosh.
relationship or so, there's no true validation saying that we're official. You hear it all the time. Oh, it's official now because we went. Hey, Murph, do the bunny fingers. It's official now. we went viral. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, people love that. They need you to know that they are being loved.
Right.
They absolutely
Right.
need to be in love. Let me tell you something. I can tell
Vacation.
I can look at vacation.
Right.
I can look at you and tell if you're being loved.
Tell
I
me.
can, you know, look
Tell
at
me,
you.
tell
Because there
me.
be some people like, girl, what's going on with you? You know, she's in love.
Right.
And then
Did you see the glow? People will have the glow.
it's literally.
Now,
on
we
the-
saying
on the-
Blue,
on the
Bruce
flip
Leroy
side of that-
glow or which glow we talking about?
On the flip side of that, I think
Dragon
the
Ball Z
issue
glow.
is if the person doesn't post a picture. Because I think if they don't post a picture, it may be something deeper than that. It may be some, you know, some fuckery. You know what I'm saying?
You think? Okay, hold on.
I
So you
always
think
say
you
the
need to
F
have a
word.
you think you need to have a picture?
One or two.
What the hell are you doing?
But my thing is this: there are some men that'll say, "Well, I don't really like social media." You gotta watch that.
They're the ones to creep in the night because they don't want people to know their business.
You know what?
Somebody, don't tag me.
Quiet now over there. Quiet.
Hold on. What if you got an active page,
Carol,
but you
quiet.
ain't posting nothing? But you steadily seeing what everybody else doing. Talk to me, preacher.
You're a little bit of a stalker troll. Like,
They are a
This is what-
consumer.
Tell you
That's all that is. That's the consumer.
if we together, I'm tagging everybody: your mama, your kids, the dog. What you got an Instagram? Pop, we got them. Look
okay.
at everybody.
I don't do that much on social media when it comes to my relationship. I have
Carla.
a couple pictures, like I had a profile picture. Like no one on Facebook knows that I'm married unless they ask me. So on Facebook, I had my profile picture and it was me and Doc, and it said it said our last name on it. That was all, but I don't.
Oh yeah, they went ham on that. I saw that.
Yeah,
You didn't.
but
No,
I
hold on.
don't.
Carla, is that an insecurity or you just want to be private with it?
I want. Well, one. Ooh, I gotta really check myself because here's the thing. Doc will not post anything up like that. When she'll be like, "Oh, I have church people on my page." I can understand that.
I get that.
I can understand it because I grew up in a church home. My father was
I
a
get it.
pastor, so therefore I can understand that you have church people on your page and you don't want them knowing your business.
Right.
I completely understand that.
So you got to set a standards then. Your standards would be to not put things that jeopardize your relationship for your partner on social media.
And let's be clear, people are messy.
I like that, y'all.
People are messy because you might post something and somebody has a comment and maybe Doc responds to it, but she didn't respond to it the way you like her to respond. What that mean?
First of all, right?
What you say to that?
Hold on, you already know.
Right.
You already know what I'm talking about because that one chick was like, "Oh, why didn't you tell me it was in Vegas? I'll drop everything for you."
I saw that. I was like, Doc, do you not have a delete button? You got to hit them comments
But I
like that.
would- But here's the thing, and Doc has a lot of fans, and she does. But I would really like. I mean, I just want one hint. I do want a hint out there. I do want make all your little fans, all your little animals at your zoo,
Right, 'cause
let
they
them
need to be
know that
known.
you got to keep her.
The animals
yeah,
in the
you
zoo.
know.
Right.
Okay, bars,
That's
Carla,
bars
I
right
hear you.
there.
Right.
Rescue pets.
Right, right.
That's what
Always
we call
tell them
them.
like quit feeding the animals. You don't need to feed the animals. You
Right.
know, you're done now. But I would like personally for
well,
myself.
this is the truth. As long as you are with Doc, there will always be somebody who's gonna stalk your page. Because I have one accidentally like something. I'll be like, yeah.
Because people always want what they can't have, though. You know
All
what I'm
the
saying?
time.
People always want what they
And
can't
some
have.
people are just truly are miserable and don't like
Right.
happiness.
I mean,
Let
and you
me
can't
say-
control other people's actions no way, right? So
Right.
Right.
to
but
me,
y'all got to be here. Y'all got to
yeah,
be
for
tight.
sure, for
Y'all got to
sure.
be tight. So, hey, you know who that is. Don't let nobody creep up on me. Tell us, handsome picture.
oh, it's flattering.
Who
to me.
that? That's all I get.
But at the same time, women are very
It's flattering to
devious.
you, but what if the woman if the guy is
What
saying it to your girl? You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's what I'm saying. It's
What kind of
flattering if
emojis
we
are
type.
behind
if
that?
we is
Nah, hold on. They doing the hearts, 3 tongues hanging out. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know
Whip the
about
drip
three.
away, emoji. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What's going on?
One I can handle, but the 3,
Eggplant.
that's serious right there.
Right.
You know, or they say something real slick like you look beautiful every day. How you know she look beautiful every day?
Right.
Who's this?
Stalking that, you know?
Office creep.
Right. So yeah, but no, I try to be semi-private, but you gotta let people know.
I
Gotta
like
let
the
them
whole
know.
Jay-Z and Beyonce approach. Like, you know, I'll let you know here and there. Like, you don't
Right.
need to know all my business. Like,
That is a business arrangement.
But you
Right.
have to be careful.
But
What
hold
you
on.
yeah.
They are setting a certain standard that society trying to emulate. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what's really going on?
That's
you know what I'm
true.
saying? Hence, Lemonade Records and all this other shit coming out. Like, I think people get so caught up on these moguls and public figures because number one, the super famous,
Relationship
they got the money. Right.
I wanna be
Chris
like
Brown,
that.
Rihanna, they were relationship goals. You know what I'm saying? I think the president, former President Obama, that was a certain standard for, I guess, a level of class and wealth. You know what I'm saying? To be deemed as hashtag relationship goals.
Both of them got good Ivy League degrees.
Right.
But I think when you start putting
My
stuff
bad.
on Instagram and social media, you're already setting yourself up to have your relationship to be judged by everybody
Right,
in your
that's real,
circle.
that's real.
And you have to be able to withstand that. You got to have a defense against that crap as well,
How
too.
you feel about a couple having a one page?
oh, that's whack.
A
I think
joint
that's
page.
so whack.
You think so?
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's like going out
Hey,
with matching T-shirts.
Hold on, it all depends on how you moving. So I
Right.
seen this couple
Right.
that they both into fitness. So they combined his and hers fitness journey page, and I thought that was
But that's
kind of
different.
unique.
business.
That's
That's
business.
business.
Yeah, that's
That-
a business.
That's
That's
business,
business.
but they're married. That's still showing them interacting. You know,
But it's
doing
still
their
a
thing.
business.
I think I
but
know who you talking about.
There's so many of them. You might not.
No, this couple's out of Atlanta, and they are just so together. And you know, she got with him when she had low self-esteem, and they teach you how to eat right, and they meal prep and all that. They're very cute. However,
That's annoying.
however, nah.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
lost that. What you think, Drew?
I mean, I know a couple that they both are,
joint
you know, these people are the male and the female
see my DMs.
were high on people's wish lists, right? Like they had everything that the other would wanted, and they got together and they were real private. You know what I'm saying? They got a page together, and then you know it's only friends and family, and that's so that everybody can keep up with them, similar like
okay.
Facebook.
Okay.
You
That's
know?
But that's a
different.
little
That's
different, though.
different. That's
Drew.
different.
But
Than
when
what
you-
I'm thinking about.
When you look like you're trying to brand your relationship,
Right.
because I did see this one couple this past weekend, and I was telling Doc, I was like, it looks too crafted.
Oh my God, Tori, you know what I'm talking about?
They took a photo shoot. They had 3. The engagement photo shoot, the announcement photo shoot, the bridal showers, and everything was so crafted. I was like, it looks too set up.
Right.
You ever
So-
seen somebody take a picture of their meal?
Well, they need that
and every-
validation.
Exactly.
But what about the couple?
So,
Yeah, go
so
ahead.
Toy and I know some, you know, I guess a couple, a former childhood friend. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't knocking his groove and hustle. He's showing his girl and his life love. He's always like, you know, WCE or whatever it is, WCW, showing them love. But I think he's really trying to sell the world onto his happiness and his couple. Every other picture, it's like, oh, she does this for me, long ass post, and they the only two in the comments talking about, oh, I love you, thank you. They in the same household. Just tell me, what y'all doing? You
babe, I like you.
Right. Thank you, baby.
This particular person is an actor, and she's a publicist, so I see why they would do it. But I was like, oh, y'all are annoying. Y'all are just annoying. I don't want to see a branded relationship.
But I think it's dope when two couples love each other that much, they really don't care what nobody else thinks. And all these opinions, obviously, is what everybody else thinks.
But here's the thing.
That's a high level of security in the relationship.
But they do care about what people think because they're posting their stuff up on there and they want to get likes.
That's
but you know what I'm saying? As soon as they don't get any likes, they feel some kind of way.
But be prepared when y'all break up. I want that same enthusiasm when you broke up.
Right.
I want the details. I'm invested now. Let's get it together.
Right. So that's why a lot of folks move reserved, because it's always that in the back of their mind, what if we don't want to exploit ourselves out there, and in the event that things go south, now we have some explaining to do, right? You know what I'm saying? So so you know, people move in a different form and fashion. Real quick, I know y'all are getting to the point, right? I got a question. Y'all, prior to stepping into this session, y'all talked about a seasoned man and a seasoned woman. You know what I'm saying?
What's that?
Okay.
I want to hear what Drew has to say about this.
But give me the backlash.
Okay. So when we were going to talk about standards,
this guy at the job is chocolate and bald head, and he drives a nice car.
Who talks like that?
Both of them.
You don't mess with the church's money.
we were talking about wanting a man on the podcast.
We wanted a man, a manly man. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who just kind of like just embodied the whole man thing. You know what I'm saying? So this dude that we know at work, he has the man type of, I don't know, it's something about him. And Carly was like, we need somebody who has standards.
Okay.
So without Carly, he clearly has standards. Clearly.
Let's be clear.
And you say that because?
We say that because how he articulates, his briefings, how he acts at work, how he dresses, everything just, you could tell he's that guy. Everybody know that guy. You know what I mean? He coordinates his outfits.
Is he low-key gay?
No.
He's not. But he'll make you think that. No, for real. But a lot of people have asked.
So he has standards as far as probably what she looks like, her size, her hair. She probably has to be very quality.
So Carly was looking at it on that aspect because she doesn't know him on that. I am actually his friend. So if he's listening, Lord.
To what extent, ma'am?
Oh my gosh! It's just
so. What type of woman does he like?
So he wants somebody really to be like on his level, to be able to compliment him.
Okay.
Not necessarily on his level. Like
his level is
you don't have to say, if you don't have a master's, I'm not going to talk to you. But he wants somebody who compliments him. You know what I mean? I don't think that he's going to date somebody. From what I know of him, he wouldn't date somebody who
with a GED.
Cardi B. He wouldn't date Cardi B.
Or works at McDonald's and just that's no ambition, no goal. Okay. Great guy in that aspect. I think he's one of those guys, like Carly said. He just knows what he wants. I think after a while, as we get older and we mature, we know what we want. You know what I mean? It's kind of like the online date, and we can slide like, yeah.
So hold on. Let me interject here. So this guy that they deem to have certain standards,
manly man,
and knows what he wants. I think a lot of men, Drew and I can vouch for this. We had this conversation. We all have a level of standards, but would y'all agree that you can? You could actually set your standards a little too high and impractical and unattainable. You know, can your standards be so out of the reach that you might be single for a minute? Exactly, or maybe for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Whether you've had a marriage or been in a relationship or not, now you got these super high standards. And they're not even unrealistic. You know, she needs to make this, look like this, do this. You know what I'm saying?
So somebody who's perfect.
Exactly.
But that perfect does not exist.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of women and a lot of men sound like this perfect man. They're setting up to have that fairy tale relationship.
Right,
and you have to define that fairy tale relationship for yourself.
Because nobody's perfect, they're just perfect.
So does that give you standards, or you just overly picky? You know what I'm saying?
Overly picky is somebody who is almost unbelievable. Somebody looks like they wrote them out. A millionaire.
They got a 10 list, a
yes.
top 10 list.
Right.
You know, a
6-figure income.
day trader in the morning, neurosurgeon at night, saving kittens,
No
volunteer
kids.
firefighter, right? Look, you know what I mean?
Three vacations a year minimum.
Tai Chi, yoga. You know,
Hey,
you
but
got-
I do all that though. So my thing is,
you ain't say no kittens.
Oh, he's saving
Hold
kittens.
on, this is hey, y'all talking to a Renaissance man. We talking about a man with a dual degree, master's in the gym. This a dude right here. He got it going on, man.
nah, I just feel like you know, you always gonna grow, right? And so my standards increase as I increase, but that doesn't mean that I'm on a surface level with it, right? So I can see somebody with quality characteristics without needing the artificial. You know what I'm saying? I can see right through it. In my opinion, yo, if you single and your standards are increasing, then that just means you doing something right. You increasing. You know, your standards don't increase if you're not growing.
Okay, let's talk about. I'll give you an example. I feel like you're being too picky. Remember in Boomerang, when he had this beautiful woman, Layla Roshan, Sunshine,
Yes.
and it was her feet.
Yes.
Right.
Come on,
I don't know.
Toes.
right?
But so I had this
Fred, like
discussion.
you-
Hold on. I had this discussion with somebody. So sometimes what might seem minute and minuscule to others, as far as what we deem as deal breakers, is actually big in our world. You know what I'm saying?
So feet might be
so
your thing,
so
that
feet
just-
might be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? To others, it's like, come on, we only talking about feet, but like, I cannot do some ashy dry feet. You know what I'm saying? And that might be their standard that they can't compromise with. So is that shallow? Are they
No
wrong?
coconut oil.
Everybody has their thing, though.
Right? Is that shallow? Are they wrong? Like, I mean, it's to the masses is minute, but that is huge in their life as far as what their standards are. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I think it's how you prioritize. If you
Okay.
got a top 10 list and you're not going to talk to this guy because he doesn't meet your top 10 criteria,
Right.
those are high standards.
Okay.
But again, playing devil's advocate, you got to look at that man's reverse. If you're looking at him, he don't meet your criteria. Well, hey, baby girl, maybe you may not meet his criteria.
Right.
Yeah,
Right. That's real.
I know some people who don't work in a pie factory but want a millionaire. I'm like, she don't even go to
Right.
work. You know what I mean? Or they
That's so real. Yeah.
don't
Don't
work.
bring nothing to the table but want to
Right.
eat, right?
Yeah, nothing. Credit
Crudité.
jacked up. Well, he needs to be able to get us a 5-bedroom house in this area. We can do that, and we can do that, and they won't even put you on the deed. Come on, you have to be. You have to.
That's so real,
you
yo.
attract what you are. And
That's
let's
real.
be clear. So even when it
Let's
didn't
be
go,
clear,
even if it didn't go like you wanted to, even if it doesn't go like you wanted to, it was something about you that pulled them to you.
I agree.
It's something.
But sometimes that's the hard reality.
Don't talk
Yeah.
Talk about it, Toy. What you got to say, girl?
No, I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, just
you
think
know.
about it, because some our inadequacies, some of the things that we don't want to talk about. I'm like, dang, I met him because of this. Golly.
Oh, at that point, I was in this space, and they came into my energy. You would see them.
I was in a low place, and then he in a low place, and there we go. We
Water,
both low.
water seeks its own level.
Right.
You ain't never seen water jump
Bars.
up and get up.
Bars.
MC Rail.
Preach that word.
And
The
so and
gospel.
that's a hard thing to think about, and that is the point where you need to take a break. Because if that did not work out like you wanted to, because I had a situation, did not work out like I wanted to, and I went ham. I threw everybody under the bus. But I had to look at myself and said, how did he find me? I was minding my own business, doing my own thing, opening my business. I had my friends. How'd you get here?
What was I exuding? What was that?
Yeah.
Because that was
What-
something.
How you find me?
Yeah.
And it just that means, like I said, just you gotta take time and just really get down to you and the next person. Like, I like certain attention, but I'm just not gonna entertain everybody because I need a little bit of time just for me.
But
So-
when do you allow yourself to start dating somebody else and not bring that baggage into that relationship? You don't transfer that over to your new
See,
relationship.
that's why
That's
why,
time.
That's why I'm not even taking time. I'm not even taking coffee dates. I'm like, nah, because
Yeah.
I'd be mad at you. Or, if they call and I might be like, oh, but that was my friend. That's who I'm
Right.
used to.
Right.
So, I just have to, and then I have to think about, why are you still used to that? That was mistreatment.
Right.
Why are we still,
Right.
why are we still here?
Right.
Why are we still here? Why are we even entertaining that person? And people are like, well, you got to forgive. Get out of here with that. You know,
Oh, you listen to number 7?
right? I did, and I was like, nope,
I ain't there.
not there yet, not there yet. But you know,
Yeah.
when I can forgive when I cannot, when you don't hear the emotion in my voice when I tell the story. If I tell the story, I still get a little emotional. You know what I mean?
Right.
That
You're
means
not
that you're
there.
not ready to forgive.
Right.
When I can tell the story and I can almost laugh about it, yeah.
Is
Like,
there
I'm free.
is there a timeline? Is there a timeline or an expected timeline for forgiveness?
No
No,
timeline,
no.
but you probably don't need to see that person a whole lot. Either
Because you need to work on you. Because I think with every relationship, you carry a level of baggage.
Oh, definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
And then,
Some
especially
stuff you just-
especially if you go through a marriage, that's another level of baggage.
Well, you know what? Let me tell y'all something real quick. So, speaking of baggage and stuff like that, check out our episode Baggage Claim. But on this note, we're having such a great time. We're going to have y'all back. So, therefore,
Talk about it.
talk
Because
about it.
we had set some standards. Well, let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Oh, I would like everybody to list out their top 5 things that they're looking for. Not you.
How about
Right now,
top
I'm
three?
married now.
How about top three?
Top. You married? Don't count. If you were looking, y'all two don't count. You.
Chris Brown.
Baby
Put the
daddy.
spotlight on. I don't know, man. You know, it varies, right? Because people vary, so everybody could be different. And I'm a wide range type of individual, so I can accept a lot of things. You know, I'm not the type that's gonna point out people's flaws. We all got flaws, right? As long as individual can work with me and I can work with them, and we can make progress, then it's possible.
As a man, it's okay if she makes less money than you?
Oh, it's totally fine. It's just
Half.
where her mind at. It's where her mind at.
He said half.
Half.
Hold on, we had this discussion. Don't
Half
give
is
him the
Gucci.
politically correct answer, yo.
You
They
say-
want the real raw deal, yo. Give
No,
him
he
some.
said half is
You
Gucci.
talking half of what I make, right?
Yeah, half what you.
yeah,
So
we
she,
good.
okay, because I'm like, if
See,
she
he
work
make
at
that
Burger
money.
King,
Because he makes that money.
Hey,
What if somebody wants to be a
yo.
stay-at-home?
It depends. She got other goals and ambition. You
Nope.
no, she just want to stay at home.
Her goal is to have your baby.
Yeah, all your babies.
and just
Whatever
sit at
you
home.
like.
All right, well, I guess at that point, it depends on where I'm at in my life, right? Because if I had multi-millions and, I got a shorty that want to stay at home and have my children, then, I can support. It's not a big deal at this point. We talking, shoot, we may have a dynasty in effect. What's up, Murr?
Okay, let me switch it up. So what if she makes more than you?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Yeah, for sure. That tells me a lot about her, her grind,
But wealthy people are busy people.
Right.
For sure,
Let's
I'm
be
busy
clear.
as well. So I
Right.
think it all add up, man. I'm not the type of individual. We talking me personally that I need to be suffocated with a person, right? So if you busy, that's golden because I'm busy too. And when we link together, we share our happiness.
But a person who maybe stay at home might not be so busy. When the kids get a little older, we got nannies. You could afford that.
Yeah, that's what I meant by earlier saying like she got other
Other
goals and
goals.
ambitions, right? Because we can get that started while she nannying. It's things you can multitask with at the crib. So.
She gonna have to do something.
Yeah,
That's
for
what you're
sure,
saying. She on Etsy making baskets.
As
I
long
don't
as
know.
she ain't with the next door neighbor.
Talk about
Because sometimes a man can have all the money in the world, but if he ain't got time for you,
Right.
you'll step out. People like, she cheated on him. He a billionaire.
Right.
Yeah.
Unless you got that good D, then that's out the window at this point.
That's funny.
All right, lovely people. So this is what we're going to do.
Talk about it.
Lovely people, this is what we're going to do. We're going to continue this conversation, but we're going to end this segment here right now.
Okay.
All right. So I appreciate y'all. Rael, do you have anything you have to plug?
Oh, stop by Culture Coffee, 709 Kennedy Street, Northwest. Come in and have a nice cup of coffee, open mics. We always have different types of events. That'd be great.
Carrie?
Okay. Yes, coming this summer, we have a book called Love, Laughter, and Libation. So coming to you soon.
Libation.
Carrie is the bomb drink maker. Oh, my God.
Caramel.
Caramel. Sorry. Caramel.
We
Got
gonna
stripper
put your
name.
government out there.
Right. Drew?
No, I don't have nothing for y'all, but just support my lovely ladies.
Oh, you know he about to get a lot.
Right.
You know what? I know what that is.
Put your Instagram name up there, yo. Yeah, y'all, any multimedia needs, photography, videography, start off on the IG at makingithappen_ENT. Making it happen in the timber, y'all. And support LBClear podcast. I'm in full support of them. My lady Toy and Carly, they're going to make it happen, and let's rock out.
All right. So as you know, you can reach us at lbclearpodcast@gmail.com, LBClear Podcast at Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, LBClear Space Podcast on YouTube, and LBClear Podcast on SoundCloud. Amen. So I learned a lesson today. I will not be drinking while podcasting because I'm tipsy. But we appreciate y'all, Toy.
And we'll see you next week. Or we'll talk to you next week.
Yep.
I'm that chick that you should be lucky to get with. No hit and run with it. I'm doing it up all over the world. I'm getting real love all over the world. Everywhere I go, I hear 'em screaming my name. And all I really wanted was the fortune and fame. Just to sit back, relax, and ride in my Cadillac. All my ladies out there working hard, I know you're feeling that. All my ladies gonna fly and sexy. Throw it up